In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Random Conversations TV. I go by the name DJ Nefas. Karibuni sana. This is episode 12. And we are here to talk about the dangers of artificial intelligence. So, in case you don't know what artificial intelligence is long form for AI. So whenever you hear people talk about AI, they're referring to artificial intelligence, right? Yes. So among the first dangers I want to talk about is misinformation through the use of deepfakes. Right now, through the use of AI, it's very easy for anyone to take my image and make a video of me saying something that I've not even said. Same way, it can be used to incite citizens, saying a certain politician said something that they didn't say. And by the time most people realize that it was a deepfake using AI, the damage is already done. So, the first danger of AI is misinformation through the use of deepfakes. Secondly, the loss of human labor. With the advent of AI, most of the jobs that were being done by human beings in companies, especially tech companies, the jobs are being taken over by AI because the robot is much faster, much more efficient, and less problematic like use of human labor. But at the same time, loss of human labor so that a company can use AI means that most people who have jobs will lose their jobs. And what happens when people lose their jobs? There's more crime because poverty is on the rise. So as we are happy about AI, let's also think about the impact it has on human jobs. What am I trying to say? For example, let me give you an example of an industry that's going to be greatly affected by AI. It's already being affected. The music industry, the acting industry. These industries are being affected in such a way that artists are being termed as irrelevant. Because through use of AI, you can use my voice as an artist and make a song and say that it's by me. But in reality, I never went to the studio, I never recorded anything. But the AI used my voice and my style and copied it and gave you guys a song. Radio stations are already playing music that has been created using AI without an artist, without a studio producer, just AI. That's just one example. Another example, authors and narrators. For example, the narrator David Attenborough, he was recently complaining about AI copying his voice and doing a documentary on wildlife. When you listen to the documentary and watch it, you'd think it's actually David Attenborough, but it's not. It's a copy of his voice through AI. Another danger is AI going rogue. For example, imagine a situation where AI is being used to conduct surgery on a human being through use of a robot. Then in the middle of the brain surgery, for example, if it's brain surgery or heart surgery, the AI goes rogue and decides to do whatever it wants. That's on the smaller scale because it affects one human being, which is also a valuable life. On the larger scale, imagine an AI chatbot that was able to interfere with a nuclear facility and launch a nuclear missile. Do you know how dangerous that is? It is where we are heading with the use of AI. So we need to really be careful. As we are happy that AI is making our life easier, I've heard of guys saying that AI has helped them make summaries of their homework, do their projects, their campus projects. Yeah, you know, AI has helped them even write invoices, write CVs, curriculum vitae, you know. That's on the brighter side. But still, the damage is on the higher end. Imagine AI corrupting a government system. For example, AI going rogue or being used to be rogue. For example, to attack your M-Pesa if you're in Kenya. M-Pesa is mobile money. If you're not in Kenya, your online account, your bank account, imagine a level where someone can use an AI application to rob money from your account. Another great danger is identity theft, which is tied to what I had mentioned about artists and actors, whereby an AI can take my identity and act as me and even land me in prison. Whereas I didn't do anything, I had no idea, but the AI did everything. Because we live in a world where once you see a video, you don't question, you believe it. That's why you see people saying, I have this and this and this story, the government said this and this, and I believe it's true. Why do you believe it's true? Because it was on TV, on the news. So that tells you something. Whatever people see, they believe before they question. So with the advent of AI, things are going to get much tougher. Relationships are going to be ruined. Imagine a situation where your partner, you sent a video of your partner with another man doing the unthinkable, or with another lady doing the unthinkable, and you actually believe it. Before you realize it's only an ex that did it, or a hater of your relationship that did it. AI may bring more trouble than benefits. Another bad thing about AI is that we are going into an era where we are going to lack original content. Recently, TikTok has closed over 43,000 accounts in Kenya. Why? Because of posting content that is AI generated. It's not original. I've seen guys talking about videos of a gorilla cooking, animals doing things they're not supposed to do, animals talking. All this is AI. We are reaching an advent where original content creators cannot earn from their original content because their competitors are using AI and creating fake things. So you see, we are reaching a level where we have no original content. The masses don't know what to believe. You and I, who are well educated on entertainment and technology, may know that this is fake. But think about someone in the rural country, wherever they are in their country, home country, seeing this video and actually believing that it's true. What damage does that do to society? Think about it. Another huge danger, which has greatly affected the younger generation, especially the Gen Z, is having so much trust in these AI chatbots. For example, ChatGPT and the likes. Young people nowadays, when they have issues, instead of looking to their elder siblings, their parents, their counselors, they are focusing on chatbots like ChatGPT. Something happens to you during the day, it affects you. Instead of talking with a fellow human being who will tell you something realistic, who may even talk to you in a way that you may not like because they're trying to tell you the truth, you avoid that because you don't want to be scolded. So you go to the AI, and the AI knows your algorithm, so it's going to answer according to how you want. And that's why you're going to start living in a world that's not real. So that's another danger for our younger generation from AI. Random Conversations TV, and today we're talking about the dangers of AI. Welcome back to Random Conversations TV, and this is part 2. I have another topic that I want to talk to you guys about. Expectant mothers, pregnant ladies. It's good to consider that what you're carrying inside you is a life, something priceless. In this life, the only investment you can ever make is having a child. Leave alone property, leave alone buildings, leave alone mansions, leave alone cars, leave alone even love. But when you create a life, a man and a woman come together. A man and a woman come together to create a life, not only for companionship. It doesn't matter if the man left you. It doesn't matter if you were having fun but you got pregnant. And you used to turn up. You used to party. You used to drink. Once you become expectant, forget about alcohol. Forget about smoking. Forget about shisha. Forget about marijuana. Forget about cigarettes. Prepare your body with food, water. Cleanse your body. Gone are the days when you were partying and drinking. I don't understand how a woman will be about even 5, 6, 7 months pregnant and you're in a bar drinking hard liquor. Do you stop and ask yourself, if you give birth to a child who is disabled, who is deformed, or God forbid, if you end up having a miscarriage, who will you blame? My line of work, I'm a DJ, an entertainer. And in most of the places where I work, there's alcohol and people do all these things. But I really feel the pain whenever I see someone who is expectant drinking alcohol, partying. You're not like your fellow friends. Stop listening to your friends. You will be in the theater alone, like you are in bed alone, getting pregnant. Wait until you've given birth. Raise the child to an age that is okay to let the child go and stop suckling and stop breastfeeding or lactating. Then you can go party and drink. But please, pregnant women, expectant mothers, stop drinking alcohol. Stop partying. There's a time for everything. Stop saying what a man can do, a woman can do. You'll cry later. Don't be stupid. Do what's right. Random Conversations TV.